How to build good credit. Having a good credit score can be life-changing. If you don't have a good credit score and you don't take the time to fix it, you will be charged a higher interest rate anytime you apply for a credit card, loan, mortgage, and so on. If you have really bad credit, you may even be denied loans, credit cards, or something else along those lines. In other words, if you don't have good credit, you will end up paying a lot more throughout your life. Remember that credit repair takes time, and this will not happen overnight. If you would like to learn how to check your credit score for free, please check out our other video linked below. How to build good credit. Use credit cards. One way to build good credit is to use credit cards and make your payments on time. Using a credit card to buy groceries or pay for travel, for instance, and then paying off your bill in a timely manner demonstrates to lenders that you can responsibly manage debt. Be aware that signing up for a credit card to build credit only to max out your balance and miss payments will leave you worse off than before. Be sure to make your credit card payments on time. Open your first credit card account. The card you apply for should be based on whether you have any credit history. There are credit cards for fair credit, bad credit, good credit, and for those that have no credit. We recommend you choose credit cards that report to major credit bureaus. You want your information reported to the major credit reporting companies, like TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. These are the ones lenders are most likely to check, so it's not great if your card only reports solely to a small company. If you have at least some credit history, you could consider applying for a beginner card, such as a store card, that's easier to get approved for. If you have no credit history, you'll likely need to apply for a secured credit card in order to be approved. Once you have your first card, use it to make small everyday purchases that you can easily afford. Pay your balance in full each month to start building a history of on-time payments, showing lenders that you're a responsible borrower. Apply for a secured credit card. If you have no credit or poor credit, your credit card options will likely be limited. However, you may still be able to qualify for a secured credit card. Give your credit company a certain amount of cash. This will act as your credit limit for your secured card. Practice responsible spending habits with your secured card, and pay back all of your loans on time. This helps you build your credit, and is a great stepping stone for getting an unsecured card, which typically comes with better perks. Once you close your secured credit card account and upgrade to an unsecured card, you'll get your original cash deposit back. It can be tough to get your foot in the door with big credit companies, like MasterCard or Visa. Instead, stop by your local department store or gas station and see if they have a credit card program. Secured credit cards are also a good option if you have bad credit but need a new credit card to start rebuilding it. Ask to be an authorized user on someone else's credit card. For people who have trouble qualifying for a credit card on their own, becoming an authorized user could be a helpful solution. As an authorized user, you'll be added to an existing account and be given your own card to use. Ask a partner, relative, or close friend with good credit if you can become an authorized user on their account. This way, lenders will associate you with the good credit on the account. It's best to become an authorized user on an account with good or excellent credit, somewhere between 670 and 850. You can also sign up for a joint account with someone who has more established credit. Avoid applying for multiple credit cards at once. This can look risky to possible lenders, and may bring your credit score down. Instead, apply for credit cards one at a time, so you aren't putting your score at risk. Credit card applications tend to stack up on your credit report, even if your applications get approved. For instance, it's safe to open 10 new credit cards over 5 years, as long as you aren't applying for them all at once. Managing payments and purchases. Payment history is the most important aspect of your credit score, so pay close attention to your existing debt. Pay your credit card bills on time. As mentioned before, this is key. Always pay household or credit card bills in full as soon as you receive them, which makes you look responsible and financially stable. Try to get caught up on any late payments as soon as you can. See if you can set up automatic payments with your credit card company and/or bank. This way, you won't risk forgetting about your payments, which drops your credit score. Even one late payment can lower your credit score by 50 to 100 points. Pay more than the minimum amount due on credit card bills. Stay on top of your credit card bills, and try to pay them off in full whenever you can. Don't rely on minimums, or the smallest possible payment, to pay back your debt. If you only pay minimums, you'll build up a lot of interest, which will make your debt even harder to pay off in the long run. Make purchases within your budget. Don't spend money on ridiculously large purchases. Instead, make small, easy purchases that you can pay back in a short amount of time. Once you have good credit, you can start making bigger purchases, like a car or home. If you live beyond your means, your credit score will reflect that. Spend less than 10% of your total credit limit. It may be tempting to splurge on a big purchase, but you will have to pay back the enormous cost to your credit card company. You'll look a lot more reliable and have a much better credit score if you limit yourself to using no more than 10% of your total credit limit at once. Some people recommend spending less than 30% of your credit limit, but studies have shown that people with higher credit scores use on average about 7% of their total credit limit. Boosting credibility. Open checking and savings accounts with your bank. The key to building good credit is looking reliable to your lenders. These accounts won't show up directly in your FICO score or official credit reports, but some lenders like to check people's bank information. With checking and saving accounts, you can prove that you're financially stable and know how to manage your money. Get a loan and pay it back within 1 to 2 years. Loans are a great way to prove that you're financially responsible. Take out a small loan and work to pay it back quickly, which makes you look reliable. Double check with your bank to make sure the loan will show up on your credit score. Some loans aren't factored into your credit report, which won't help you build good credit. Hold on to a job for a long period of time so you look financially stable. If you switch jobs too often, you won't look too financially stable. Lenders want to know that you'll be able to make your payments on time, and that you'll pay back your loans reliably. If you appear reliable, they may be willing to forgive a slightly less than ideal credit score. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and subscribe for more tutorials.